Hello, everybody, and welcome back. This week we watched Psycho Goreman.
Yes, Psycho Goreman. It's we can just read you the little.
Okay,
Two siblings resurrect an ancient alien overlord and use a magical amulet to force the monster to obey their childish whims.
okay. Now that being said, it's comedy, horror, action. I want to check the rating. Oh, it's NR. It's NR.
Mm-hmm.
This honestly could have been PG-13.
Yeah. Yeah.
Without the gore, it needed the gore. It needed the effects.
It's Psycho Goreman.
Yeah. So let's give the spoiler-free review at this point. I would say if you want to know what it's like Power Rangers meets Doctor Who meets Deathgasm. You haven't seen Deathgasm.
I haven't really even seen Power Rangers though, so.
But like the comedy from Deathgasm is very much on point. Like here, like Todd in the Book of Pure Evil. Would you say the comedy's on that level or no? Because it's kind of absurd.
There, yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
But it was so good. Like I really enjoyed this, and this was like one of those like fun movies that you could watch. It was
a really cute movie.
Yeah.
What I was gonna say. We were going to talk earlier about the movie at one point, but then he was like, no.
I told her the rules. The rules for these reviews are, as soon as we're done with the movie, we don't discuss it ourselves. We can't talk about the movie until the movie ends. Then when the movie ends and we hit the credits, this is our first thoughts from it.
And you're gonna be real disappointed at these thoughts.
Okay, go.
The only thing I was gonna say is that I was sad because I have been like almost falling asleep the whole movie, but not because of the movie, just because I'm really tired, and I was sad about that because it's a really cute movie and I didn't want to be almost falling asleep during it, so that was it.
So I thought it was funny. I got a lot of laughs out of it. Along the way, because there were a lot of parts that took you by surprise, like because you watch a bunch of things and you start to like see the patterns and stuff, and then this movie went against the grain a few different times and like surprised me, and I thought it was funny.
Yeah, I thought it was really cute. There were a few things that like kind of grinded on me a little bit as the movie went.
Grinded your gears?
A little bit.
Okay, go ahead.
So, well, I mean, in part, okay, so the main character is a girl, and she's a brat. A total brat. But, like, and that's kind of how the movie works, because she's, like, very much like, I'm the champion, I'm the best, like, nobody can, like, defeat me, whatever.
It's her world and everyone else is living in it, and she's very like she's out. What would you say?
How old would you say she's?
I feel like they're like 10-year-olds.
Yeah,
they're like 10-year-olds, and like like a big brother, little brother dynamic. Well,
big brother, little sister. Yeah.
Is it big brother and that's the little sister?
I think so.
Okay, well, the dynamic was basically like. The Mimi bosses around Luke the whole time, and it's kind of like my sidekick kind of thing. And Mimi makes up all kinds of games, and like Luke has to go along with everything. You know how that is when like the bigger. It's exactly how she is with her sister when they were little. So she can't say too much about this because this is probably you. This is probably you. You just didn't find an amulet.
I wasn't that bad. But okay. Like, okay, so the fact that she's a brat, her character's a brat, like, that kind of needs to happen for her to have the dynamic that she does when they find this, like, alien overlord. But
it's a little painful at times to watch.
It is.
It's like,
it's very cringy sometimes.
Yeah.
Which got me. And, I mean, I feel like they do at least address the fact eventually that hey, maybe it's not so nice to be a brat, like maybe like if you want to be a good person you should
maybe a little lesson at the end of the movie or whatnot, maybe there's some
yeah,
lessons.
but even that
but
though,
even that one,
like
that was. But see, that's the funny of it, because like you expect that message so hard at the end, and then they do things. But whatever, we're not spoiling
we're not
it yet.
spoiling it.
We're still in the spoiler free portion of this review, and
but okay, so
your other grinding your gears.
That was it. That was the only
okay.
thing that kind of got to me, was like how much of a brat she is the whole movie.
Okay.
But like without her being a brat, like they couldn't have pulled off a lot of the jokes that. Oh, you know what else? The parents' dynamic was kind of weird, I thought.
It was. But
it was almost like
we have to get into that later.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll just say for now the parents' dynamic was weird. What I'll say, spoiler free review, is like the creature design and the characters, the costumes was amazing. There were characters in there that you're gonna see for like one scene or like two scenes, and they are so cool looking. Like the team that worked on this did amazing work. It looks like everybody had a lot of fun with this, but it was like the character design was so cool. And I would have loved to see all of them fight a giant Megazord on Power Rangers back in the day. But I mean, like, they look like they could have done it too.
But
do you want to get into the?
I lost it. I lost what I was gonna say.
Okay. Do you want to get into the spoiler review now?
Sure.
Okay. So I would say watch this. You could rent it. You could buy it. It's gonna be on Shudder soon, probably. Check and see.
Yeah.
But it's from Shudder, and they kind of like put it to like a limited release, and then in like I guess maybe a month or two, if not already, it'll be on Shudder tonight. I got it on Amazon Video. So and we got it. We own it. We're gonna watch it again. But I would say it's a really good movie, and it's a lot of fun. If you want something fun, you want some action, you want some gore, like really awesome practical effects, really cool creature design, and funny.
Yeah, it's very fun. It's very light. You don't really have to delve too much into it. So it's easy. It's easy on the mind, you know.
And it's so absurd that it seems like this would be perfect for a cartoon, but someone had like the balls to be like, no. Let's do all this live action.
Yeah.
Like minimal CGI.
Yeah.
Like the CGI in this was to like help scenes, but it wasn't like they leaned heavy on it.
No, not at all.
All practical effects. Well, a lot of practical effects. It looked really, really cool. Okay. That being said, that's the end for the spoiler part. So if you don't want it spoiled, stop watching now. Go watch it if you want to watch it.
Yeah.
Spoiler portion of it. Okay. So this movie's awesome, and like it's so absurd. Like okay, so like at one point they're fighting, and this machine is just shooting blood at him.
Oh yeah,
which is awesome. There's this like the creatures. We want to talk about the parents' dynamic. The parents' dynamic. We'll talk about that.
Parents are weird, like, because at the beginning I kind of got the feeling that like you know, the dad was kind of like a funny guy or whatever.
Quirky, funny.
Yeah, but
and
then
the mom
like
kept it together.
As the movie goes on, like it's revealed that it's not just that. Like there's actually real problems going on, and then
maybe that's where the daughter gets her attitude and everything from the dad.
Yeah.
And then it pretty much divides the family, because like the mom is like, you know, level-headed, she keeps it together, responsible, just like Luke, the brother. So like they team up, and it literally, like, they cut the line and they team them up. It had some Doom storylines as well too, because where like the angel type archetypes from Doom, that are protecting everything. They're maybe a little overreaching in their protecting. So that's kind of what happens here.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't think we really need to spoil it too much because.
Well, I just told everybody to go away. You know?
I think it really speaks for itself. You know, it's not like
You're losing energy. You're losing steam over here.
I know.
See, and I think I've been.
You gotta bleep that part.
I've been no potty
bleep,
mouth at
bleep.
all. Nobody heard that. That's alright.
Okay.
Okay, so from that, I would say check it out. It's so absurd, and since we're in the spoiler portion, it's so absurd. At one point in time, he's fighting this angel, and basically dismantles parts of the angel to build a sword of gore, like body parts
of her body parts,
to then fight her with her sword, and they had a sword fight.
Yeah, it wasn't enough for him to be like, okay, I'm gonna battle you, and like, clearly I'm gonna win.
Yeah,
I'm also going to I'm gonna beat you with yourself. I'm gonna beat
you to death with yourself. Essentially, yeah. And like they did stuff like they had a kid in there. And it was so crazy. The kid, like, they wanted to do this like love potion kind of thing, like, because Mimi liked this kid Alistair and was like, hey, could you make him like me or whatever? And then he like snaps his finger kind of thing.
Psycho Goreman.
Sorry, him, they. I do it all the time.
Psycho Goreman
snipes his finger and
turns Alistair
into like this big brain monster thing, and they don't go away from it the entire movie. All the way to the point where the credits are showing it's just a silent dinner at Alistair's house where Alistair is this big brain. Mom and dad they're all just quietly eating their salad at the dinner table while the credits are rolling.
I thought you were gonna say the part where Mimi and Psycho Goreman are like cruising through the town, and she's like being her big bad self, got her like Psycho Goreman friend behind her with her sunglasses on, and like there's a kid across the street.
That was so good too. That had me dying.
There's a kid across the street that says something dumb like, "Oh, look at you, Blue," or something dumb.
Nice Halloween costume.
Oh, that's what it was.
Something like that.
Yeah, and then Psycho Goreman's just like, and the kid explodes.
And it's just gore. It's like, but yeah, I really liked it. I thought it was a lot of fun. Oh, and also like the title of the movie's PG, Psycho Goreman, because that is exactly what a child would name.
Yeah.
This supreme evil being.
Yeah, his real name was like the Archduke of Nightmares or something.
Yeah.
And then they're like, no, we're gonna rename you.
Okay, but I will say, I'd like to know. I should look into this. Whatever they work on next, like whatever the director and whatever this was really amazing, and I'd like to see more creature stuff from them because like that was like so cool. The everything was so well done in this movie that it was a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah. I thought that the premise was pretty unique too.
Yeah, and it's real light. It's real light. A lot of fun.
Yeah. The actress was pretty good.
The Mimi.
Yeah.
Because I mean, she had to carry the movie basically because I mean,
she did pretty well. I thought.
I think they all complimented each other very well in their roles. She carried it. Psycho Goreman had a lot of like monologue type things that he pulled off pretty well. But because he was telling children's stories, you know how it goes, they constantly cut him off.
Yeah.
And it's so good because like they'll flash to the story
something
and he'll be like, yes, and I was flying and then they'll be like, we don't care. And it just like cuts from this awesome scene that he's setting up in dialogue to just stop. You know, and they don't ever address it again or whatever.
Yeah.
But I will say, this is good. Do we do 5 stars on this, or what do we do, or where are we at? On the scale.
On the scale of satisfied.
Of satisfied.
I'd say like 4.5.
Okay, now I'm gonna ask, what's the half? Where's the half? Because you're sleepy?
Well, no, because I mean, there's that, but no, just because like she was such a brat the whole time. It really got me.
Yeah.
I knew she. I like.
That's what she's supposed to do, but yeah.
Yeah, it was cringy. It was a lot. It was a lot for me at times. But it was good. What about you?
I got the comedy, so I got that. I came for it from you. Watch the trailer. I came for the comedy. Got it. The action was good. I mean, like, the horror aspect of it, it's not really a horror except for like really awesome practical effects. Mm-hmm. So like don't think you're gonna be I'm not into horror or whatever. It's like you'll be all right.
Yeah.
They do some really cool effects and stuff.
Yeah, you're not gonna have nightmares.
If you've seen a zombie movie, you'd be all right with this because like they rip them apart. And
zombie
stuff
movies
like that.
are terrifying.
Are they?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well. Maybe you're not going to be alright with it. I got everything I want out of this. I came in from everything I saw in the trailer. I come in. I got it all. I feel good. I feel like I had a fun time. I'll give it 5 out of 5. Alright, so yeah. PG Psycho Goreman. Check it out. Yeah. Amazon Video. Soon it'll be on Shudder. You can look it up when it's streaming. See ya.
Alright, bye.
Bye.